Hey guys, welcome to the video. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to get what I think, in my opinion, is the quickest way to get all the four Wonder Weapon upgrades. The upgrades are the, what do you call it? The Acid, which is the Nova 5. There's the Fireball, Ice, and the Electricity upgrade. In my opinion, the first one you should probably go for is the Nova 5. And my best tip is to get all the necessary parts for the Wonder Weapon before you even start trying to collect it. Like if you do your diligence, you know, like the video's starting, so I'll talk you through it as we go through. But like the first thing I did, like here I'm in the ether for the Pack-a-Punch, and I remember to pick up the fuse for the I think it's the third upgrade, which is like the Fireball upgrade. So now I'm running around. I got my Megaton. I'm going to split the Megaton splits. You know that, first of all, yeah, I should say, before you can even do anything, you have to get the Wonder Weapon, and you do that by, once the Megaton spawns, you know, after you pack a punch and everything, the Megaton will spawn. You kill him, he splits into two halves. Two Megaton hunters, I think they're called. Yeah, he splits into two, and you have to kill those two halves of his, and one of them will drop a key card. So right now I'm battling the Megaton. I mean, if you want to kill them faster, I recommend fire. So like, you know, as you're playing through the first 10 rounds, I should say. Like when you get to like round 11, if you haven't packed a punch by then, that is. But once you get your pack a punch, I say start collecting Molotov cocktails. And you know, when you have all your Molotov cocktails, once they spawn, just toss a Molotov, and you know, it's like easy from there. But you see, I just picked up the key card. Once you get the key card, you head to the room with the Deadshot Daiquiri. But you're not going downstairs to get the Deadshot Daiquiri. You're running. It's a corner room right next to the arrow that tells you where the particle accelerator room is. You click on it, you open it, you grab the key card. Now what you're looking for is the die machine. That's by the yard. It's the room right next to the yard. You probably have it opened already. I usually save it till later. But yeah, once you enter that room right next to the yard, you go to the little broken wall, and you hear it tell you die machine signal detected. And once you get in there, it tells you if you want to turn it on. So once you turn it on, I recommend you have like at least a couple of zombies. I couldn't tell you exactly how many zombies to have with you, but you need to have some zombies with you, because that's what feeds the machine. And then it'll tell you like when you have enough zombies. If you don't have enough zombies and you can't get it done, like you see what I'm doing here, it'll tell you that the machine is about to overload or overheat, I don't know, and it needs to cool down. But now that's the Wonder Weapon. I think it's called the die cannon. But now that you have the die cannon, the first thing you should do is take the die cannon, go up to the penthouse. That's the roof of the same room where you just picked up the die cannon. But okay, so here I'm running. I'm gonna walk back into the room, and I'm gonna run up the stairs. We're going to the penthouse right now. So blow you probably done all this already, but if you haven't, that's what you do. You blow the obstacle. You go to the penthouse. We're going to the penthouse right now. You see the box right there. You're gonna need that later. But you see that there's a little room. Yeah, there's a little yellow thing in the thing. That's a flask. You pick up the flask. It comes with a piece of intel, so that'll help you with the intel challenges. Now that you got the flask, I'm going back to the roof of the penthouse. I had to go around because the zombies were not playing, and we're like around 15, 16, and they're really fast. Right here on top of the penthouse, you see that little box right there. You shoot it, it drops, it pops open, and you run back to the pond area. I have a Megaton waiting for me already. But you run back to the pond area. I'm running around trying to get around them. I should get around them. But when you get to the pond area, you'll see that the box that you just shot, it's shattered open and it dropped something. You have to pick up what it just dropped, which is a flask. Now, I mean, I was lucky enough to have a Megaton walking around when I got this, but you might not. But the thing you're gonna do with the flask is, you see that piece of fungus right there? You're gonna put it's on the tree right as soon as you're going through the gate into the pond. There's a big tree right in your way, and it's right in front of the spawn location, I guess. Yeah. So you put the flask right under. Well, actually, you have to wait for the megaton that's chasing you around to shoot you. And if it anything, if it is radioactive, whatever that is, passes the fungus, it'll light up purple, and you get a little cutscene. Amazing and blah blah blah. So you take the flask and you put it right under that fungus that you just got open. So you're running, you're running, you get right there, you drop the flask right there. It's gonna take a while to fill up, so you know you're gonna have to do some, running around. If you waited and you don't have any more zombies, then you're gonna have to probably play at least halfway through that round before you can do it again. Like the Megaton, I have to kill him. I had to kill his two halves again, and I think one drops a piece of intel, which made it really fun. But yeah, I got the intel. So now that he's dead, I go back to the same tree after getting some ammo. But yeah, okay, and the other one is still alive, so I'm gonna kill him. I'm still running around trying to escape death. Those zombies are not playing with me anymore because we're nearing the end of the round. So I'm still running. I'm running. Oh Jesus Christ! There's still so many of them. But yeah, so there you go. It should be full. It should be full by now. You see it right there. It's glowing blue now. It's not empty anymore. So you pick it up. Now once you pick it up, you're gonna take it to. Well, actually, let's see what happens next. So now you notice I have the fuse, which I got way early in the game without going to the dark ether. Well, I mean, when I first went to the dark ether to get the pack-a-punch, the parts for the pack-a-punch, I got the fuse, I got the flask, and I now have and I had the canister for the Nova 5. So now that you have all that, you're basically ready for at least 3 of the 4 upgrades. There are 4 upgrades. So I took the flask that I just got from under the tree, and I went to the room with the speed cola machine, and there's right before you get to the door that leads to the particle accelerator room, there's a little case there. It's gonna give you a prompt, and it's gonna tell you to lay the flask on top of it. I think you pour whatever you got from the tree on it, and it freezes the chains, and it pops open because it's frozen and it breaks, and that's your the ice upgrade. That's the first upgrade. Easy as pie. You don't need to go back to the dark ether. You don't need to do anything. You have it already. And once you get it, you switch out and you get the ammo type. So that's the first upgrade. Now once you do that, you don't have to do it this way, but I feel this way is fastest. You go right back to the same machine that you just the computer just unlocked, and you look for the colored pieces, and you find the one that corresponds with ice, I guess, which is the kind of greenish one, I think. But yeah, you shoot it and it folds up, so you've completed that part of the Easter egg. Now for the next one, you remember you have the Nova 5 canister. Now you see I'm lucky. As soon as I did that, Plague Hound round came up. So now you run straight to the room with the Deadshot daiquiri. Now you're going downstairs. Now you go right to the Deadshot daiquiri, and in the corner there's a little valve or pipe. You place the canister right there. You see, I was lucky. So I think you only need about 1 or 2 Plague Hounds. I think after like 1 Plague Hound it's full, but I waited till one of these rounds to do it. So now it sucks up all the gas that comes out of the Plague Hounds when they explode, and it should be full. I'm pretty sure it's already full. I'm just trying to finish the round because the Plague Hounds are annoying to me. They will mob you, and they just jump on you, and they have range. So now I have the canister. You're gonna take the canister. You're gonna run back to crash site. There's the wall next to the bedroom. There's a little another case there that's covered in vines. You're gonna take the canister that you just procured, and you're gonna put it on top of that, and then you're gonna shoot the canister. So once you shoot the canister, it's gonna explode, and it's gonna melt away the vines. And then now you can get the Nova 5 with the acid type ammo. Boom, you got your acid type ammo and you're good. So now we have 2 of the upgrades. Now, and notice we still haven't needed to go to dark ether or anything. But the next one you do need to go to dark ether, because now you remember the fuse we got in I think round 8 or whatever round we unlocked the pack-a-punch at. It's gonna come in handy. So you're gonna take that fuse, right? Well, so don't forget, once you get the upgrade, you can now do the part of the Easter egg where you go to the room with the chamber and you shoot it. Now go back to the pond. There's a spawn location there to go back to the dark ether. So now you take that to the dark ether and you run back to the same Deadshot daiquiri room that you just were in. where you just completed the Nova 5, the part for the Nova 5, and you go down there to the room with the Deadshot daiquiri, and see, that's where the fuse was. But like I said, I got it when the first time I went to the Dark Ether, because if you move around a lot, the plane comes up and it's already popped open, because I've thrown a few grenades over there, and then it's exploded. And so it's it's already open, and I picked it up like by around 10. I already had the fuse on me. I had it all this time. So you take the fuse, you go back to the Deadshot daiquiri room, and there's another case there, but you need something to open it, which is what the fuse is for. You put it right there, it lasers it open, boom, and then you run back to the pond. I don't know how it gets back to the pond. There's nothing. If you get kicked back out to the real world, it's okay, as long as you've already got lasered it. It's good. So you're back in the real world, and now you got the fireball upgrade for the Wonder Weapon. As usual, you run back to the room with the speed cola. You shoot the little chamber thing. Right. It folds up, and you completed that part of Easter egg. So the next part you're gonna need is this one's a bit difficult because it has 3 different parts to it. But it's the electric one, which is a pretty good upgrade. But my favorite one is ice, because I like anything that slows them down. As you can see, I use cryo freeze on my weapon. I just like anything that slows the zombies down, because it helps when you're getting mobbed, and you can just slow them down and slow the room down a little, and gives you time to your health to come back up. Now for this one, you have to use the spawn location in the particle accelerator room to get to the Dark Ether. If you don't, you won't be able to get what you need to get the electric upgrade. Once you use the one in the particle accelerator, it's right underneath the Pack-a-Punch machine. If you go all the way down, you'll see it right there underneath the Pack-a-Punch machine. You use that one, and you come back to the Dark Ether. And there are three locations you need to go to. The order is up to you. It depends on how well you know the map, and how quickly you can get from each location to the next. And you have to complete it. You don't really have to complete it before you get kicked out to the real world. If you complete it, you can come back all 3 times and get all 3 pieces, but you have to be in the Dark Ether. That is the only stipulation. You have to be in the Dark Ether all 3 times to get the pieces you need. So the first piece is in Crash Site. It's right next to the Juggernog machine. It's right. You have to suck it up, so you have to shoot your Wonder Weapon. Because if you don't shoot, if you haven't used it yet, you can't use I'm on the Xbox, and I use the left trigger. I don't know how it works in PlayStation or PC. I don't even know if there's a PC with it. But you have to use the left trigger to suck. But first you have to shoot the gun. So once you shot it with the right trigger, then you can suck up the crystals with the left trigger. So now I'm running back. You run back to the room with the Pack-a-Punch machine. You're going to the area where you spawned from, where you went to the Dark Ether from. It's on the right side of the Pack-a-Punch if you're looking at it. So, or should I say if you're behind it, I'm sorry. If you're standing behind it, it's on the right side of the Pack-a-Punch machine. As you see it right there's a box, you shoot it. Take the Wonder Weapon again, and this time you're going to the pond area. I think the next one is at. Or if you prefer, in my case, I figured the penthouse is the 3rd location, and I figured it was the farthest location. So I thought I would run over there to the penthouse, get the crystals, and then run back. But I get kicked back to the real world. But it's that's the 2nd location. This is the location I'm running you to right now, which is on top of the penthouse. It's right next to the obstacle that leads to Crash Site, and the machine with all the good upgrades. And then as you can see, I'm getting kicked back to the real world. It's okay, you can still complete this part of it. You just have to come back to the Dark Ether to get the last couple of crystals. But now you're running back to the same room, to the same case that you just shot earlier with that first piece, and it's gonna light up a second bulb. I think there are 3 bulbs on it. So once you light up all 3 bulbs, it'll open up, and you'll be able to get the upgrade. So as you can see, I'm going back to the same spot underneath the Pack-a-Punch machine on the right side if you're behind it. And this time I have to do some stuff, because I got kicked out to the real world, and I had to go back to the Dark Ether. And the way you open back a portal is you kill a whole bunch of zombies, and the portal will open back up. But remember, there has to be the portal underneath the Pack-a-Punch machine. If you use the one in the pond area, because there'll be 2 spawn locations, if you use the one in the pond area, it will not you won't be able to do it. I don't think. I didn't even bother to try. But I don't think if you did, you'll see the crystals. There'll be no crystals there, and you'll just be assaulted by that big red Megaton. I mean, it's easy now since you have the Wonder Weapon. He's no issue. You could just kill him with the Wonder Weapon. It's really fast with the Wonder Weapon. But you know, if you're in a rush or you just don't want to be bothered, then just use your weapon, Wonder Weapon, and he'll be like mincemeat like really quickly for you. But so anyway, I'm back in the Dark Ether. Now I'm running to the pond area because I got the one at this over here in the crash site and the one in the penthouse. I got those two already. So the third and final one is in the pond area. It's on your right hand side if you're coming in from crash site. It's on the right hand side. You suck that up. You can take back that tunnel right back and head back into what do you call it, the particle accelerator room. One thing: do not shoot the gun once you suck up the crystals. I think that it dissipates and you have to do it all over. But so don't shoot the gun once you suck up the crystals. Just wait, hold on. As you see me switching back to my primary weapon, and then running back to the particle accelerator room. So I'm going back to the particle accelerator. You have all three pieces now, and you'll be able to get the electric upgrade. And that's basically it. You have basically completed the challenge, I think. Yeah, we got the fireball, we got the ice, we got the electric. As you can see, it's opening. You have it now. You take it to the room with the chamber. You shoot the gas to the chamber, and boom, you basically completed that part of the Easter eggs. Remember, you have to finish the diary part. You have to get to the diary part. You have to see those three specters, and you have to finish the diary part to be able to get to this part. Thank you for watching the video. Hope it helps. If it helps, let me know. If it doesn't help, let me know. Any comments or suggestions, let me know. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.